Hi Virgo, welcome back to the channel. This is Kelly from House of Virgo. If you are new, please smash that like button and do subscribe. Personal reading link is in the description box below this video. Virgo, this is going to be a reading for you, Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And we're going to get into seeing what energies we could pick up, presumably through the weekend, today through the weekend. Hope you are all well. Let's get into this reading and see what shows up here for you. Oh, talking. It's a conversation that's being had. Talking online is what I feel is going on here. Conversing more. Someone's interested in you and there's a message being returned to you. And a message you may be waiting for arrives, a text, a call, an email. And you also have someone here who's kind of hoovering you, if you know what that means. Coming back around, checking on you, maybe doing a little heat check over this weekend. Check the temperature. See what's going on with you. How are you feeling? You're feeling stabbed in the back, Virgo. Somebody broke your heart. Somebody betrayed you. Deceptive energy here, Virgo. You were in separation from someone, reaching out again. Cassette. Outdated thinking, replaying events over in your head. Virgo, you're going to get some kind of message from someone this weekend. And this is someone who betrayed you. And I feel like that might trigger you a little bit. Okay? The overall message here. This might trigger you. Something that they say. Then you replay this message, either a voicemail or a text. You replay the conversation, replay it over and over again in your head, and it doesn't feel comfortable. This energy feels a bit uncomfortable for you. So, something does come through from someone here. Someone who broke your heart. Gave you pain. I don't get a sense that that this something. I don't get a sense this is something you want to hear from someone. This cassette gives me an energy of someone from the 80s or the 90s that you knew. The Grim Reaper. This person's a narcissist. This relationship is over. No second chances here, Virgo. This is a no return here. This is the Grim Reaper. Who's your Grim Reaper, Virgo? Reaching out to you this weekend. Checking in on you. Do they know about another person you're involved with? Or are they trying to find out? Yeah. If there's somebody else. Oh, there's a bit of control going on here from this person. No. They feel stabbed in the back. They're the ones that feel like you left them. They're the ones that feel like you gave them pain and perhaps went on to someone else. Is it the other way around? Shoot. You've got lightning. That's a tower. This is shocking. Jeez, Virgo. Sudden change, shocking news, surprise. This is going to come out of the blue. This message is reaching out. Maybe you're not with someone else, Virgo. But this is someone who's looping back into your life this weekend. Sunglasses. This person's been spying on you, watching you, keeping tabs on you, either through proxies, friends, other people, mutuals, hiding behind these glasses, these sunglasses. Well, Virgo, isn't that interesting? Do you know who this is? This person, let me tell you, they have this cassette as well. They're replaying things over and over in their head. This person's obsessed. There's a little stalking energy. I don't feel like there's anything dangerous going on, because I feel like the communication is going to come through a text or a call or an email, phone, or something along those lines. This is not showing up at your door energy. This is just someone popping in here, this Grim Reaper, to remind you that they're still around. It's a little bit of putting themselves back in your head, a little bit of putting themselves like, don't forget me. Karmic relationship. Oh yes, Virgo. Oh yes. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons. But you are letting go and loving yourself. And that's making them nuts. That's driving them crazy. Because why? You don't need this person. You don't need this karmic. You don't need this toxic energy. You've cleansed. And you've put this person where they belong. Nail in the coffin. They don't like it, Virgo. This reading feels dark. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. Virgo, let me tell you something. This is vampire energy. This is a vampire. And I really feel like this is someone from a long time ago who's swinging back around into your life as they do. They sleep at night, or they hide during the day, sleep during the day, and they pop up at night, show up at night out of the blue. For some of you who are not fully healed, this may trigger you or make you feel like it's an attack. And in a lot of ways it is. To your nervous system. Oh, they'll get through. They'll find a way through. They are going to find a way through to reach out, just to remind you. But you've got healing heart here, Virgo. You're doing good, whatever you're doing here. Okay? Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. That's what's happening. And the further away you get from this person, the more it makes them crazy. The more it's driving them crazy, because they've lost control. They've lost a good source of supply, which was you, the person that they could draw that energy from. And the more you heal, the further away you get, the closer you get to source and to the light, the more they don't like that. The more they want to try to reel you in. And this person here can sense now something's different with you, your energy, because these types of people can pick up energy without even being in your space. They can sense it like a shark can sense blood from miles and miles away. This person senses something is different with you. You're not only detaching, but you are growing and healing and transforming. And they sense now Perhaps there's someone else in the picture, or there may be. And that means you've replaced this person, and they feel that, and they're angry. They're like, no, 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 no. Virgo's not getting away. They feel some kind of insane chemistry, but they also sense that you're having fun, enjoying your life now, being happy. Oh, and they're coming back in. No, Virgo cannot be happy without me. Virgo especially cannot have someone else making them happy. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. You got the runner, Virgo. And it feels like you're running. Oh, you are. You're running towards the light. Snake. Yeah. Running from that snake. That's what I feel like's going on here. You sense this person is more of an enemy than anything else, not a confidant. Maybe they had somebody else in the picture. Well, now that other person that they've had in the picture is no longer intriguing to them. Okay? Because now you're, I feel like, becoming refreshed, brand new, all over again. You're looking clean and shiny, and they want some of that. Whoever they're with, if they're with someone else, well, that person's lost the shine, because with these types of people, they drain them of their energy. So then they drain them of their glow and their light and their shine. And they need more of that. So whoever they're with, the light is dimming. They can't get much from them. But your light is glowing. You're shining, shiny and new. Like a shiny, happy person now. Glossy, blingy, shimmering, tempting. They're coming in to drain that energy from you. They're coming in to take that. They need that because they don't have that now. They're bored with whoever they're with. They can't get anything from them. And mostly, there isn't really anything there. The other person that they are with is just handing themselves on a platter to this Grim Reaper. And there's nothing in there that they want. No, they want the got-away. You're a got-away. The one that can't be caught now. The one that cannot be... Your light's off to this person. But they see it glowing. You're like a beacon. They sense it. They see it from miles and miles away. They have this very malicious energy, right? So Virgo. You want to know why they're reaching out. Oh, it's not because of love. It is, in a sense, that they want your love, but your love to them is energy. All love is energy, but they need that energy from you. They see you being in abundance now. Girl with a snake. And this is the other person that they're with. They're a snake. And the other person that they're with is turning into what you had with them. Okay? And the other person that they're with is turning into what they are. There's an empath in the narcissist dance, okay? Oh, it's so toxic on that other side of the tracks over there. And you're not in that energy anymore. You're not in that toxic energy anymore, Virgo. Not at all. You've got new love coming in for you. Beautiful love, beautiful offer, beautiful proposals, hope, affection, romance in your future. Especially over this weekend. Something you're picking up, something you're sensing what you deserve. Love, true partnership, vulnerability, equality, love, sacred union, a blessed union, communication, equality, especially coming through for me here, equality, true twin flame energy, a meant to be situation turning into a beautiful union. That's where your heart is, and there's someone else showing up who has that heart for you. So what you thought you were getting before or receiving from this Grim Reaper person came masked as this, but that's not really what it was. It was a little trick. But I feel like the real thing is Ace of Cups. The real thing is coming in here now for you. This is a blessed. See, what you had before was not blessed. And that's the difference. This is. Okay? Or maybe you already have that now. So I feel like the message for you is just to beware. Those types of people, they never truly go away. They always come back. They always come back around. And then they come back, and once you open that door to them, then they try to drain you of your energy so that, what happens? They take everything from you. Your energy, they suck you dry with that hoovering like a vacuum. They suck you dry, and then you have nothing left, and you have lost some of your spirit and your hope and your joy. And you get into a very low position, but I don't see you being in that any longer. Okay, and that's why they're coming back. That's why they want that. They want you. They want your energy. These people cannot produce that energy on their own. They don't have it within them. They don't have the light within them to create that for themselves. They are outward seeking in order to fill themselves up. But you can only, what happens when you drink a glass of water? The vessel eventually becomes empty. And instead of them, they'll try to refill, you being the vessel full of water, the emotions, the energy, the love. Instead of them refilling you up, which they will with fake love bombing and things like that, they'll do that so that you fill up, so they can drink from you again. But see, they never pour into themselves. They never pour into themselves. They don't know how. And even if they could, there's a hole. It's easier to just fill somebody else up, because then they can just take as they need when they're thirsty. This is kind of deep and a little psychological. But that's what I feel like's been going on with this person and you. Very karmic, toxic situation. This Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Lovers, that is not. That's where your heart is. That's what you deserve. That's what you want. You're filling your own cup here in your life, which is beautiful, with pure love, pure blessings. Yeah, Queen of Cups energy. Some of you might be having a connection with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This could also just be your energy. Look how she has that lid on that chalice. Oh, you're full of emotion. You're full of nurture, empathy, compassion, understanding, kindness. But you have that lid on there, which means you're selective with who you take that lid off for now. Not because you're bitter or jaded, but because you've learned not everyone deserves your jewels, your gifts. You're feeling, you're holding space for your feelings and your emotions, and who you share them with now going forward. You are being selective with that, as you should be. And I feel like perhaps you weren't guarded before, or whomever you were dealing with here in the past gave you a sense of safety. A sense of safety is not the same as safety. So when you let your guard down, they swooped in and took everything from you. But that's changed. And that's exactly why they're coming back. If you want to know why someone comes back that's treated you unkindly and unfairly, you know, healthy relationships, when it ends, generally it's like, we just weren't all that compatible, but they were a great person, we remain friends, or we just have a mutual separation, and they don't typically return. When people keep returning to each other and never resolving whatever the problems are, that becomes a very toxic situation. Okay? And why do they keep coming back? Because they haven't resolved their own issues. They're an empty vessel. And every time you fill yourself up, when you pull away from this, or when you finally leave, and I mean, maybe you left and just tried to be friendly with them or had a friendship with them, but they're not capable of that. It's very black and white with this person. They want all of you and then nothing, and then all of you and then nothing. And this is because they're drinking from the cup, your cup. You're constantly refilling your own cup. If you were just never refilling your own cup, this person likely wouldn't have come back, because you wouldn't have shown yourself to be someone they could get anything from. And even if you didn't show yourself anymore to be that for them, they could still sense it. Yeah, so you have a beautiful love situation coming into your life here. This person's just, this Grim Reaper energy is just coming in to see what they can take or what they can get from you. Don't answer the call, Virgo. Don't respond to the text, and don't, even if you read it or hear it, listen to the message or what have you, or they speak to you, do not let it trigger you. Just call it what it is. Okay? Because they're always going to keep watching. They're always going to keep reaching out, Virgo. This person's never going to stop. They'll constantly be causing conflict or picking at you in some way, and always will be in competition with whomever they feel like you get involved with, or whatever wonderful things are happening in your life. What else is there here for you, Virgo? What else for Virgo? Their silence is their guilt. I wouldn't take that as true guilt. They're realizing they fumbled you, Virgo. Yep, they lost, Virgo. And they're breaking the silence. Yeah, you're going to get a message or call from this Grim Reaper, for sure. They're going to be reaching out. Again, it's a heat check. It's a heat test. See if you're still available for them. Virgo, I'm longing for your touch. I miss you so much. Can't we just talk? Be careful. Be careful with this energy. They're giving me an old song from The Who. Remember that group? It's called We Don't Get Fooled Again. Meet the new boss, same as the old boss. You're the monkey. You're the goat. Year of the dog. Can I pet that dog? Year of the dragon. Year of the tiger. Year of the snake. Year of the ox. Year of the rooster. You and or your person, Virgo. Initial M. Initial R. Someone's a Mr. Initial V. Marvin. Merv. Someone's birthday's on the 3rd. You also have the initial N. Marvin for sure. Taurus. Scorpio. Someone's birthday's on the 10th, the 5th, the 8th. Taurus again, strong Taurus energy showing up. The 5th again, someone's 55, 58, 53. You have the 18th, the 13th, and the 15th. Leo. Couple more initials. O, B, A, and Z. Oh, reminds me of a story from the Bible. Boaz. Isn't that related to that? I can't remember. I remember the name. Boaz. Could be related to this message. Could be related to that story. I know some of you in my chat or some of my subscribers will be able to leave a comment and let us know, because I can't remember off the top of my head. You know how it goes over here. All right, let's get some charms. Got a whole bunch. All right, you've got a star. Shooting star. Look out for a shooting star this weekend, Virgo. That's going to bring you some good luck. You also have some grapes. Some of you had some, I'm going to say the word grape because I can't say it what it really is here on YouTube, but some of you had dealt with that in your past. And if you did, my thoughts and prayers are with you for recovery and healing. There's also a horse. A connection to horses. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Watch out for that energy. Someone's initial starts with a C. A C. First or last name. Okay. Virgo, right now I feel like your heart is half broken. Do you know what that means? That means that there is room now to fill up and complete the puzzle. The missing piece to your heart, this person's coming in. We also have a wrench, and I feel like there's someone who has a connection to tools or works with tools or is working with the wrench right now. Could be a mechanic or fixing. We've got someone who likes to fix or is fixing things. A lot of, I'm going to do the rest of these later. Right now you've got a bat. Watch out for that vampire. Virgo, vampire energy this weekend, but you also have good, positive love energy as well. Okay, so just be on your toes, Virgo, this weekend. About anyone who's coming in with the heat check. That vampire bat showing up. I come to suck your blood. Watch out. All right, Virgo, that's your reading for the weekend. I'll try to do another reading for you Friday evening. We'll see how it goes. Have a great weekend if I don't see you. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.